So check it out. I'm joined today by one of my favorite girls on this planet, my girl Juli. It's another episode of Real and Raw with RaqC.
And today, Juli.
Yeah, Juli de cariño, right? That's like a Latino thing.
Oh, all my true friends call me that.
We shorten your name and we give you nicknames. And we're talking about everything from body image, relationships, la tecnología.
Technology and relationships is a really big issue lately. Politicians are even getting in trouble for this one.
Yeah, it's about to get real and raw. Super honest. And is this spiked?
Oh, probably.
I don't know, but let's do this.
We're supposed to say that.
All right, so my girl Juli, she's one of those girls in this crazy entertainment world that is real, genuine, and authentic, and that's why she's my friend.
Oh, that's so sweet. By the way, I love you. I'm obsessed with this girl from the moment we met.
It's really good to meet and come across. Es bueno toparse con gente that really is a reflection of you, you know, because you really do attract people to your world that are a reflection of you in some way. But listen, you know, I like
think energetically is definitely why we clicked from when we first met.
We both love incense. We both love a lot of great things. But listen, let's get right into it. How many relationship and sexual partners it takes in order for you to find the true love of your life? This is what you have to go through.
No idea.
Okay, why? You're single?
Yeah.
How can a beautiful girl like you be so single? Oh, because you're selective. You know what you want, right? You haven't been able to find it.
Yes, and not only that, it's more about being, selective. And of course, picky in certain things. But once you've been, I don't know, exposed to or treated a certain way, if you don't find that again in a man, it's really tough because now you're looking for, like if the guy of your dreams was really chivalrous with you, you know? He was just a gentleman all the way.
Un amor.
Si tú no puedes encontrar eso en alguien, prefería estar sola.
Prefiero estar sola, ¿verdad que sí?
Así es.
Ay, me encanta cuando la Juli habla en español with her Dominican accent.
Y no mala acompañada.
No mala acompañada. Hell to the no. So
that's
this
how
is
I
what
feel
it's
about
gonna
that.
take before you find el amor de tu vida. It's gonna take 15 kisses.
Ooh.
Okay, I think it's gonna take more than that.
Yeah.
2 long-term relationships, 3 short-term relationships. What do you like? A short-term relationship that was maybe like a month, 2 months? That's a short-term relationship
Short-term for sure.
Having your heart broken.
Although nowadays people are like, oh, we're just talking, you know? Like, they don't put labels.
That's the term.
There are a lot of short terms, I would assume.
Hashtag we're just talking.
Yeah. Okay, listen up. Oh no, we just talking.
Yeah.
And it's like, I hear that all the time.
And that's why people walk around so confused and they don't even know what they are with their person, right? Like you either are or you're not. Oh my God, you're heartbroken twice, 7 sexual partners.
I don't like the heartbroken part.
Being cheated on once, falling in love twice, living with someone once. After you've gone, according to this, after you've gone through all that,
well, I've already done the living with someone once, never again.
Really?
Yeah, until it's super, I mean, we were engaged.
I've enjoyed it. I've lived with 2 men and I've actually enjoyed my living with them. It's just, I don't know, it's fun. And when it stops being fun.
A lot of maintenance, by the way, just from the woman's point of view.
When it's time to find the love of your life and la persona se te presenta, it's just gonna organically happen. So,
well, no, I should be good by now because...
Don't be fooled by these lists that you read on Cosmopolitan magazine or on the internet. It's just, when it's meant to be, it's gonna just happen, okay?
45% of people cheat or would consider it because their partner pays more attention to their phone.
Yep, I would. If you're gonna pay more attention to your phone, and that's gonna be your vieja, you know, because what do I know? Like, if you're listen, when someone loves you and is into you, man, social media has messed up a lot of things, but I just feel like you will put the phone down if I matter to you that much, and I don't have to constantly be reminding you.
Right.
And this is where a lot of women catch their men slipping, you know, calling escort services or, you know, sending
sliding in DM.
Sliding in the DM. Yeah. Talking about sliding in the DM, has anybody famous, I'm not gonna ask you the name, but just say yes or no, hit you on the DM like, yo, Juli?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I know you're totally a respectable woman, but if you weren't, and you were like, you know, I'm gonna go for it, would you have gone for it?
There have been several.
That you would say you would consider?
No, that have been in the DM.
Oh, damn.
And I don't know about meeting in that way. It's very interesting meeting in that way. Listen, if you just wanna, if you don't have any expectations, any true expectations, again, here we go back to no titles. And you just want to talk to that person or live, you know, live in that no title space with that person, whatever that elusive relationship is.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, answer a DM.
Answer a DM. No, seriously, I've never been one to do online dating. Have you ever got yourself on like eharmony.com and?
No. But I have a cousin that's been married.
I know a lot of people that have been married from online. They say, you know why? Because this is what online dating does.
Or apps. Or apps.
If you really think about it, it's a science. You put your name, your age, your interests,
right.
And online dating, what it does is it filters the bull out. And it only throws people to you that have the same common interest as you.
Well, I think the biggest interest in that has to be people are at a point where they, like you said, they want to sort of get the elimination process out of the way. They really want to, they're serious. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you are going to that extent, I'm not saying it can't be because you're really busy, maybe you travel a lot, you don't really have time to, like, before you know it, your days are just gone, and you don't have, you're not in a position to meet people. So I understand if, you know, you use technology and you're online and all that stuff to go about it. I feel like it says it sets a bar of a level of seriousness.
Yeah, because a lot of people on there are like, they want to be in a relationship.
Oh yeah.
There's a website called sugardaddy.com. Did you know that? Like,
I saw their billboard on Sunset Boulevard.
Sugardaddy.com. I mean, these men from the jump know that they're being used.
I saw an entire CNN special on that.
And what did you learn? Did you want to subscribe?
Well, what I learned is that there were a lot of young girls actually that were doing it, that were college students, that were women that had goals and ambition, but just
not the funds. They didn't have the funds in the moment. I don't know what's worse.
They had the buns, they had everything else, but no funds.
I mean, listen, if you need to hustle like that, do your thing, right? But it's
just always be safe in it.
Just be safe and you know,
really
just
do your research.
And who knows, you might end up falling in love with your sugar daddy, and he could be your sugar daddy for life. Would you rather live to be 60 years old with internet access, or to be 80 years old without it?
Okay, so I peeked at this question before we started at the card, and I honestly don't know. It's crazy to say that because technology has become so vital in our way of life. I mean, hello, you guys are watching us right now because of it.
Seriously, and Juli is
where it's evolved to, you know?
I'm gonna tell her right now, she's always on her phone like this. And I'm like, one day, you're gonna get stiff neck y así te vas a quedar.
And but my phone is a pantalla this big, it's huge. So it makes it easier to be on it.
I would say that I would choose to be, as much as I love social media, as much as I love the internet, as much as I love online shopping,
for sure.
I think that I would live to be 80 years old with no internet access. And you know what that would make us do? It would make us have quality time with quality people, quality moments for 20 more years.
That you're actually gonna remember and not just capture for a second on your phone, and then it lives on your phone and not in your...
And let's be real. A lot of people capture moments to show off.
Let's do this question. So, if you can pick at what age you can cut it off, how about that? Like, you can only have Wi-Fi up until this age. That's kind of a mix of both of the answers. But I would prefer 80 because life experiences, but I would want my internet to be cut off when I'm like, ya cuando a mí no me importa de nada.
Like what? Like how?
I don't know.
How old would you have to be?
Shoot, like 70 maybe? I don't know.
I mean, but listen, by the time you and I are 50, which is still a long time to go, honey.
Yeah.
By the time we're 50, think about it, Juli. We're gonna be in different places of our lives. We're gonna hopefully be married. We'll have some kids.
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully, good Lord. I'm blessing myself and you for that one.
Thank you.
But listen, hopefully we're married. We have kids. Maybe our kids are gonna have grandkids. We're gonna be in a different place. We're not even gonna want to be so. I mean, that's still a lot more years to go.
Listen, I know I'm gonna still be taking selfies, no matter how viejita I'm gonna be. But yeah, if I can cut off the time that I no longer can have access to Wi-Fi, then that would be the better answer.
I would say my cutoff time for Wi-Fi, honestly, para que ya no tenga bill de teléfono, would be 50. 50 years old.
You
I'd
said
be
that
happy.
like a true vieja.
50.
By the way, 50 is young.
Hashtag.
You know what? Halle Berry is 50.
Oh damn, never mind. If I look at Halle Berry at 50, I'm gonna be taking
Heck
selfies.
yeah, you still want that Instagram popping.
God, seriously? Halle Berry is a
She just dropped a picture on her Instagram in a bikini, and it is unbelievable.
Shout out to Halle Berry, Jennifer Lopez. Like, what do you think? I mean, could it really be, Julissa, that they have money and they're using the right creams, or that they have nutritionists and they know how to eat right? Like, what do you think it is?
Well,
because I feel women nowadays, the older they get, the better they look.
Well, of course, that combination is gonna, when you have resources like that, endless resources, yeah, you can do whatever the healthiest or most advanced technology is for, you know, reversing aging, anti-aging, whatever, what have you. But I think they're in a place in their life where they're happy, and you can tell. I feel like when I look at these women, they exude a confidence that I think that keeps you young too. I think you get to a point, like I was saying earlier, que ya cuando no me importa más.
Yeah.
De lo que la gente dice, lo que creen de mí, all that stuff. I think that's when you really, truly start living.
Yeah.
To your most full potential.
Fullest potential.
And it's harder these days because going back to technology, I mean, people voice their opinions about you.
And you know what? Honestly, I think a major receta to live a long life is to have an amazing sex life.
Oh, speaking of actresses, by
Seriously?
the way, Courtney Cox actually was just on a show, I want to say it was on NBC, where she was breaking down, talking about aging and the way people bully older women, you know, and women that are aging. So
you know what? If you bully me at 50 or 60 or 70 years old, I'm gonna be like, 2 fingers in the air. I don't care. I've never really given a shit what anybody thought of me, seriously. And I really think that when you
look at you glowing.
No, when you learn that at a young age, you truly live a free life, you know, and you live life on your terms.
It's easier said than done, obviously.
It's easier said than done, but I left my house at 19 years old to live with my first boyfriend, totally against my dad. Was like, yo no quiero que te vayas, yo no quiero que te embaraces. But you know what? I was like, Dad, I know what my intention is for my life. I'm not gonna go on and get pregnant and be a loser. Just trust what I'm doing.
Not that everybody that gets pregnant at that age ends up being a loser.
No, that's not what I'm saying, but that was my dad's.
Oh, that was what he was saying.
He didn't want that for me. He was just like, you're so young, like just don't.
And I'm sure just like that, like a true Latino father, you know, they paint the picture for you to where you're
Girl, I remember I walked down the stairs that day and my dad just looked at me. He's like, I would have loved to see you leave in a white dress. And I said, well, too bad, so sad. Wow. Adios, hasta luego. Me voy con mi novio. And then we broke up. I love this and we gotta do this more often.
I would love to.
That's a wrap.
No,
ladies, we encourage you to keep it healthy. What is this? Green tea, yerba mate, water. All right, guys, thank you so much for viewing my videos, and make sure you share them. Make sure you give me thumbs up and drop comments below on what other topics you want myself and Juli to talk about. And
oh, you're inviting me back?
I'm inviting you back.
Yes.
And listen, it's always just such a pleasure to just do these videos for you guys. So drop a comment below. I love to respond. And Juli, they can follow you all over social media, ¿verdad?
Yes, you guys can hit me up on my Instagram. It's official Julissa B, at official Julissa B. That's Julissa, be like boy. Hopefully it's floating somewhere down here.
She has an official blue check mark, so that's her. All right, follow her, follow me. We'll see you next week.
Yes.